We're now going to be talking about the 4 C's of 21st century learning, and this is going to be based on the framework from p21.org. So if you want more details about these, that's where you can go find them. So the first one that we're going to be talking about, the first C, is critical thinking. And when we're talking about critical thinking in the 21st century, we really want to make sure that students are reasoning effectively and they're using various types of reasoning like inductive and deductive to be appropriate for the situation. We also want to make sure our students know how to understand system thinking, so how parts interact with the whole. This is, we think a lot about this in math in terms of part, whole, but we also want to know, hey, if you do this, how's it going to affect our larger whole? So even with decision making and behavior and that sort of thing. In terms of making judgments and decisions, we're talking about analyzing and evaluating evidence, arguments, claims, and beliefs. We really want them to be able to look at alternative points of view and be able to analyze and evaluate those. Synthesizing and making connections between information and arguments, interpreting information and drawing conclusions based on the best analysis, and then really being able to reflect critically on their learning experiences and processes. Lastly, we have solving problems. We want them to be able to solve all kinds of different problems, whether they're non-familiar or familiar. If they need to solve them in conventional ways or innovative ways, we want them to be able to do that. And then also identifying and asking significant questions that are clarifying points of view and then leading to better solutions. So that's the critical thinking C. The next C we're talking about is communication. We really want to make sure that students are communicating clearly and they're articulating their thoughts and ideas effectively, whether that be in oral, written, or nonverbal contexts. Then also, of course, not just sharing their own ideas, but also listening effectively to decipher meanings, including deciphering meaning of knowledge, values, attitudes, intentions. Also, using communication for a range of purposes, whether they're trying to inform, instruct, motivate, persuade, whatever they're trying to do, and then also using multiple media and technologies, and then judging how effective those different medias and technologies are. They also need to be able to do this in diverse environments, and what I thought was really interesting is that P21 including multilingual environments. The next C that we have is collaboration, and we really want students to be able to collaborate with others, working effectively and respectfully with diverse teams. So students might be choosing their teams sometimes. Sometimes you might be choosing their teams as the teacher. However that needs to happen, but we need to have diverse teams throughout the year. Also being flexible and working, showing willingness to be helpful whenever you have to make necessary compromises. Assuming shared responsibility for collaborative work, so making sure that they understand that they are a part of that collaborative work and taking ownership of that, but also at the same time valuing the individual contributions of everyone involved. The really big thing I want us to know about collaboration is that it's working to accomplish a common goal. That last piece is super important. These aren't just Kagan strategies or doing a worksheet together in partners. This is really working together to accomplish a common goal. The next C that we're talking about is creativity, and we really want students to be able to think creatively. So using a wide range of idea creation techniques, so making sure that they can do things like brainstorming. How are they coming up with their new ideas? Creating those new and worthwhile ideas, whether it's kind of an incremental step or maybe they even have a new, completely radical concept that they're wanting to try out. Also elaborating, refining, and evaluating others' ideas to help improve them and then maximize their creative efforts. The next piece is working creatively with others, so we're kind of using the creativity and the collaboration, we're kind of combining those. We want to make sure that they can communicate new ideas to others effectively after developing and implementing them, being really responsive to new perspectives, even diverse perspectives, and incorporate group feedback into the work to make it better. We want to make sure that we're demonstrating originality and inventiveness. And also, this last piece is important, viewing failure as an opportunity to learn. Making sure that our kids know that creativity and innovation are long-term processes and they're going to have a lot of frequent mistakes. So there's going to be lots of small successes, hopefully, but it's kind of that cyclical process of success, mistake, and really trying to persevere through that. So those are the 4 C's of 21st century learning, and remember that these are based on the framework from p21.org, the Partnership for 21st Century Skills.